So I am sitting here with one of the founders. I got to say, if you guys have not heard of Rockford Area Riders, you need to listen up because we got the founder here, JD, and he's going to tell us just a little bit how this group has hit 2.9 thousand followers in like what, 5 years, and it's growing faster and faster.
Yep.
So JD, man, I got to ask you, man, first of all, how did you get into riding? How did you get into riding? What do you ride right now?
So when I was younger, I had dirt bikes and stuff.
Okay.
I rode a couple dirt bikes when I was like 11, 12, from about 11 years old. As I went through life, I always like wanted to get a bike, and I never was able to get a bike. Just when I was in the military.
Okay.
And married to the ex-wife, and kids were born, and I never had the chance to buy a bike. So I finally, about 6-7 years ago, just said if I'm not gonna buy it, if I don't buy it, I'm never gonna get it.
Right.
And
so you gotta just say, get the bike.
Yep.
Forget about what's gonna happen. The wife might get mad. The kids. Well, I gotta have it now.
Yep. So I went out and bought. Actually, the Busa was the first bike that I bought for my daily rider.
Very nice.
But between 11 years old and up to then, I would just ride like some friends' bikes here and there, and
Right, and now you've got, like I said, almost 3,000 followers, and men and women, which I think is incredible because the women are also starting to ride a lot more. Which my next question is, what makes you different? That's from all the other social groups that are out there, because more and more are coming in. I've seen it, on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, everything. So what is the difference, the standing out of Rockford Area Riders from some of these other organizations that are out there?
So the idea behind Rockford Area Riders was we wanted to start a page that was an open platform for anybody. It didn't matter if you rode solo, if you rode a cruiser, if you rode a sport bike, if you rode with a club, if you're a part of a club or a social club or anything. Like, we wanted it to be open for everybody to get on there to see, just bring the community together, the riding community together, and bring information with all the events that are going on, and the rides that are going on, or even people that are just looking for somebody to join them for a ride.
I saw. Yeah, right. So it's always nice to find different groups that you can get into that do ride, which is what makes RAR so special. Speaking of that, what made you want to start this group? I mean, how did you come about? It's Rockford. Yes, it's pretty big, but you know what? We need groups like that. We do.
So back to 2019, we were. I had got the bike, I had the bike for about a year, so I was riding with a couple friends, and we would go out and ride together. And actually, some of the admin that are not on the page anymore, some of the guys from like the beginning, if you guys remember Annie is a friend of mine I went to high school with, and she's in the Air National Guard, and she was moving to town from St. Louis, and she messaged me, and she's like, hey, I'm coming back to town, I see you ride, do you have any friends that ride? Because she always believed that
is it
riding in numbers, safety in numbers. So she's always like, I feel safer riding in numbers.
We got a bike coming in, talking about Rockford Area Riders. We got people that come in all the time in here.
Tonight is bike night. So Annie texted me, and she wanted to hook up with some of the people I knew to have numbers to ride with and be a little safer. So we started a group chat, and there was about 5 of us that were on the group chat, and we were going back and forth, riding, getting together on Friday, Saturday nights. And another buddy that was an admin that's no longer on the page now, he got out of riding and was moving out of town, Matt suggested, like, hey, why don't we make our own page? It's like, there's pages out towards Chicago, but they're way in the city. We don't have nothing local around here. He's like, there's bike nights that are going on at Keggles, but it's only Harleys, and you go up there on something different. They don't seem to like, a bunch of other bikes coming in. So we just went back and forth, and I was like, you know what, let's just start our own page. So we started the page back in 2019.
Right, and now I saw that as well, and I also see that people can sell their bikes. It's like, I feel like it's geared to anything motorcycle related.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to sell something, if you, I've seen details on there, you know, if people, anything with motorcycles,
Yeah.
I feel like you really just go out there and advocate for anybody that's out there.
So it's all bike related stuff. There are some rules on the page that if you go into the details, it'll tell you the rules. Some of the things we're trying to keep from being was a buy sell trade page. So it has some stipulations as far as postings for the things that you want to sell. We ask that everybody, if you're going to post a bike for sale, that it be your bike. You're not selling for a friend or something like that. That it's a full bike, not renting out a bike. Or occasionally, you know, there's some motorcycle accessories and stuff like that. We do have here comes another motorcycle. We do have a Rockford Area Riders swap meet page.
Oh, I did not know about that. Well, we got a lot of stuff going on here, guys, which is good.
So the swap meet page is geared towards so the swap meet page is geared more for the selling part of the page, you know. So if there's somebody that's trying to post a lot of stuff for sale, we'll probably direct them more towards the swap meet page.
Okay.
We have our second annual swap meet coming up September 28th.
I see.
So we have that specifically for more selling, but we do allow some selling on the page too.
That's awesome. What do you expect the future of RAR? What do you guys want to see, like in the next couple years? What do we expect as the motorcycle community and riders?
Just bringing the whole community together more, having some larger events. You know, we have everybody that has a ride every single weekend. Every weekend we post on the page all the different rides
I see
that are
that.
going around.
So if you guys have an event coming up, you got to get it on that page, Rockford Area Riders.
But possibly like down the road, have some more combined events. Have some of these groups get together and do like a bigger event with 2 or 3 different groups.
Very interesting.
Like that.
I see that they're trying to do that more with other organizations as well.
And then as far as RAR, we just want to, I mean, we'll have merchandise. We have our web store that we
That's
can
what I
sell
wanted
there.
to say, yeah. What do you have for that?
We got some shirts on there, hoodies on there. There's some details on there. Details on the bike. We're still working on more merchandise and just keep it as an open platform to everybody to use to, you know, anything bike related.
Right. So if you guys are looking to get part of this group, Rockford Area Riders, RAR, check them out on Facebook. Make sure you like it, share it. You can get a hold of JD or Jeremy, J2. They do their bike nights up at Murphy's Pub in Rockford, Illinois on Wednesday night. So if you'd like to come up, you can meet them, talk to them about what's going on, and then definitely get your Ride Out There event. I know there's one coming up this weekend, Kishwaukee A-Bait. They have that, so I know they will have that on their page. And if there's anything else, just get in contact with these guys. Women, men, it doesn't matter. I think it's phenomenal you do women. Yeah, on there, you know, for the motorcycles and stuff, and you don't have to say, oh, it's just man related, you know, it's male related, it's female and male, it's everything.
Yep.
So,
and you can ride a cruiser, a sport bike, an adventure bike, a Grom, you know.
any bike, right,
So
right, because that's a big deal too. Some people don't like, if you don't have a Harley, you're not on their page.
Right.
If you don't have a contractor, you're not on their page. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You ride what you want. It's all motorcycle that's on there. So Slingshot, I'm sure anything that's on there as well.
Don't forget our ice cream ride.
Oh yeah, so some of the events that we still got going on for this year is we just had the 4th of July parade that we do every year.
Yeah, I saw you. Yep, I saw you guys on that.
I got some. If you guys haven't seen the TikTok page, check out the TikTok page. We do have an Instagram page that I haven't updated as much as the Facebook page. We do have the YouTube page where the podcast is going to be posted. So we just did the 4th of July parade. We have the ice cream ride coming up. That will be around about, I think, October time. We do the burn camp for the professional firefighters in
that's a great ride.
Up in New Berlin. That is usually around about September.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for the date on that. That's usually during the week too, so that's like a Wednesday or Thursday that we ride up there. And then Lance, one of our admin also, Lance has been with us from the beginning. He wants to do like a fall ride. He
Oh,
wants to
good.
go to like a pumpkin
Those are
patch
always
and,
nice, right?
have some chili and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
those are always great.
he may be doing that. And on top of Jeremy, we got many other admin on the page too. Admin on that.
So you heard it from JD. If you guys want to talk to them or just get to know more about Rockford Area Riders, make sure you get on their Facebook page. Again, like it, share it with your friends. That'll do it for me, Shannon Lea, JD. And as always, guys, smile, be kind to one another, and stay safe out there. See ya. We got a bike coming in, talking about Rockford Area Riders. We got people that come in all the time in here.
We do have.
Purple. Love it.